Hello everyone. It is I, Frankie. I am pretty bored, so today I'll be doing something very different than your average video. This one will be a review, by me. For my first review on this channel, it will be the most gaming handhelds to ever exist. The R36S. Okay, in order to unbox this thing, we're gonna switch to live action view. Okay, switch it over please. Okay. Now, here is the box itself, which here it shows the transparent purple variant of the console on the box, but it does actually come in a variety of colors on the left side of the box. It will be marked on the specific color variant you got. On the back of the box, it says everything you need to know about this thing, in which we'll cover later. And the right side of the box says something about what buttons and ports are on the console. And now, let's see what's inside of it. Inside you get the handheld console itself, the wet and dry wipes to clean the screen with, a screen protector, a manual, and a USB-C charging cable. Okay, time to take out the handheld console out of the wrap. While I was getting it out, I did notice that there is white foam covering only the front part of the console. Taking that off, it looks pretty nice, with it having two thumbsticks that click in and out, and the 4 buttons on the back, which they are pretty much the shoulder and trigger buttons, and the screen here being the average 4:3 aspect ratio size. Let's go over what this thing is. Let's just say that the R36S is using a Rockchip RK3326 SoC, with a CPU of ARM Cortex-A35, quad-core, at 1.3 GHz, and a GPU of Mali G31. The display of this thing is 3.5-inch 640 by 480, and has a RAM of 1 GB DDR3. The software this thing has is running on Linux, which is the most popular operating system because it is open source, and its interface is having Emulation Station, which is most common for RetroPie systems. Alright, when you turn on this thing, it gives you this boot screen of an image of the console in 3 color variants while saying it is an open source console. We then go to a small bit of text saying ArcOS 2.0, meaning that this thing runs on ArcOS. And lastly, it loads up the assets from whatever theme you choose in Emulation Station. Then finally it takes you to the menu where you can choose which console to play games with. Speaking of games, we have finally gotten to the best part, playing games. Sega Genesis, aka Mega Drive, definitely runs like a dream as always. Same also goes with the Capcom Play System. Neo Geo Pocket Color also works. Neo Geo, yep. Any other consoles from Sega, Nintendo, Atari would run extremely fine. However, some do not really run well. Nintendo 64 is usually having some problems running games like Magical Tetris Challenge, despite it being a 2D game, but yet, it runs bad on this thing, and the graphical glitches makes these games a hard experience. Same also goes for the popular Super Mario 64, the game running on the system also starts to lag, and has some lighting and graphical issues, and even sounds crackling too. Sega Dreamcast is a bit decent to run, despite it being my other favorite Sega system, but this system doesn't really handle it a bit well. Crazy Taxi 2 runs a little, but is usually crackling and usually lags at some parts. PSP runs good, but as a PSP owner myself, I rather play the games on my own modded PSP, but overall, they run fine I guess. Usually some of the other old modded consoles and bootleg emulator systems have trouble running Nintendo DS emulation, but this one in particular surprises me. It actually runs pretty good on this little device. I mean, it surprises me that this thing runs DS games like how my Hack 10ES Classic Edition does. Also there is this border whenever you switch the screens around by pressing the L2 or R2 buttons, and the right thumbstick is how you control the stylus. So yeah, Nintendo DS runs good on here. Huh, that's a good question. Well, if you want to spend less money on an emulation device, or you're just looking for a perfect gaming gift for yourself or others, then I could recommend it a little bit. You can find this thing for $25 or something on any other shopping sites and apps like Amazon or AliExpress. So, what do I think about the R36S? Well, it's pretty good, despite the flaws it usually has. Well, that's all for the review. Thank you all for watching this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe, turn on post notifications by pressing that bell, and feel free to comment nicely. Now, goodbye, be safe, and have a spectacular day.